screen.
Or on screen.
You had to do it, didn't you?
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bourbon Note. I'm Greg.
I'm Ben.
And today we're live.
And we're drinking bourbon. And right off the bat, for you that are already in the chat here, we're testing out some new audio stuff. So if our voices are getting distorted or clipping or anything like that, would you please tell us in the comments? They may sound a little bit different, but if they're getting distorted, like it's pushing too much volume, that would help a lot. Sugar Kitty is in the house. I made that just for you, Sugar Kitty. Hoping you'd show up tonight. So, 4 Leaf Whiskey is here.
4 Leaf.
Ryan Frank is here. That's awesome. We mix these up even more.
Yep.
So, as you can see, we have a barrage of bourbons on the bar.
Bourbon flight.
So, we're doing proof points. It's been a little while since we've done a proof points episode.
I mean, we kind of did the hundreds not that long ago, I feel like, but yeah.
Yeah, so and then we did doing the game show, and we've done a couple of flights and stuff like that. So if you haven't seen proof points yet, if you're watching the rebroadcast of this, we've been going through. This is our 10th episode, I believe. Wow. And we started at 80 proof, and then we went to 86, and then 90, and mid-90s. We were working our way up.
Hanging.
And so what we do, what's up, Hanging? So what we do is we take a bunch
Too much volume. We're getting reports.
Love the sound clip, though, okay?
Okay. We're going to make an adjustment. Here. There's a little bit of difference.
And then also let us know if it gets too quiet or if it's working out or not.
Okay, we've lowered the boost gain.
And we're not exactly sure how sensitive this volume thing is. That's why it's kind of new. Yeah, we did like a practice run.
And the truth is I'm kind of sensitive, so.
Okay.
Echoing.
Our voices are echoing?
Wow.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Oh, I bet you the sound effect did because I had the volume up on there. Oh. Welcome to the awesome technology note. We're great at this. Sir Cuts is in the house.
Yeah.
Tennis Gator. What's up? Mike Hunter's here. Now too low. Probably not too much volume. Your gain is too high. I know. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. We actually turned the gain down as low as it can go. And so we're just trying to find a sweet spot here. And so
9. I bet -9. 8.7.
Let's do that.
8.7.
Boy, this is going to be real entertaining on the rebroadcast.
That's right. When we go live, people are going to be impressed.
Yeah, so that's my project for the week is to really dial in the settings on this thing. But can you hear the sound effects? I mean, that's the most important thing. Can you hear stuff like this?
You vicious bastards!
You know, that's really what we're all about, and a little bit of background music. So anyway, we've been doing a bunch of...
Steve, I totally agree.
Start drinking and all the issues will resolve themselves. That's kind of words to live by. So
I'm stuck on, like, I don't, tennis gator, or is it 10 space is gator? How do you play tennis with a gator? I see them more of a pickleball kind of like athlete.
That's a good question. All right. Sounds good. The effects are awesome. Okay, sweet.
How do you know you're not playing with a crocodile? That's what I want to know.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
We're trying to find a balance so we can hear the sound effects when they drop.
Yeah, that's true.
And without it getting too echoey as well. So we'll get into headphones and stuff at some point. Anyway, the point I've been trying to make is
we're drinking whiskey. Yes.
So now we have 107 proof coming up.
And there are a few whiskeys at 107 that are kind of famous, well-known, and it's going to be a really nice flight. We're looking forward to it. But we didn't want to skip over the low to mid 100s.
Yeah, so we did the 100 proof points. We included like Wild Turkey 101.
And all the barrel, bottled and bond stuff, a separate flight.
But we decided we weren't going to jump all the way to 107 right away. Yes, it is Tennis Gator. Boys, think about it. Okay, now is this going to be something like
that's what she said,
like a dirty thing or something?
I honestly don't know.
So anyway, these are between 102 and up to 105, I believe. We've got Yellowstone. And what's special about this 105. One? Is this the 7-year?
It came in a cardboard tube.
Yes, 7-year. 4 Roses Small Batch Select,
which
Clyde
is great.
May's, single barrel craft spirits, and Fighting Cock, and these range all the way from like $16 to $100.
Exactly, and that's 102 proof. This one's 104, 105. Yeah, they're all over the place.
Yeah, but they're between that. And so we've mixed up our glasses independently. So while we're tasting these, chances are pretty good we're not going to be tasting the same thing at the same time.
Yep. And how it works is we're not really going to, we're going to pick our 5th place, 4th place, 3rd place, and then we'll jump first because
I've got my analog scorekeeping thing like I do for our game show. And so, yeah, let's get into it here.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Yeah.
Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. Steven actually sent me a message earlier today saying that he was going live early, so he was going to send some folks over. So thank you, Steven. Appreciate that. Interested in your opinion on the Clyde Mays. We actually did a review of this.
I don't have any knowledge or memory of that one in particular. I actually thought, what was that bottle of whiskey that was from Arkansas? It was Arkansas whiskey. Like it said it on there.
Alabama whiskey, you mean?
It was Alabama or Arkansas?
Clyde Mays.
Is it?
Is the Alabama?
That's what I thought it was.
Yep, that's it. The Fighting Cock stands out like a cheap sore thumb. Win it all, Fighting Cock. I would be delighted if Fighting Cock won it all.
It says distilled in Indiana.
Well, I think Clyde Mays does a bunch of stuff. Like some of it's this style of. I think they're kind of famous for their Alabama style whiskey. Does it not say that on the bottle anywhere?
I thought it did, but it's from India. It's MGP. I'm pretty certain it's MGP. It's good. I'm not dismissing it at all, but
mediocre whiskey review is in the house. What's going on?
Up? Ooh,
Greg's almost dropping stuff here.
Almost.
Rocktown is from Arkansas.
Huh? That's not the one we've had.
Yeah, we've never had that one before.
Yeah. All right, I'm on number 1, which I don't know the order, so this is kind of a blind flight.
Yeah, I'm just going to go through these on the nose first.
That's the boring way to do it.
Nice, healthy pours. That's like 10 ounces of whiskey. Maybe not quite, but it's getting there.
Well, I'm doing 2 different size glasses, and on the small glass, you go right to the belt line. On yours, I was below the belt line, but not by a lot.
I'm not noticing.
Oh, that one I'm getting nothing. So far, I like number 1 the best.
Okay, Top Dog is here. What's up, Top Dog?
All right, I'm going for it. I mean, otherwise, this is going to be for really riveting live.
That's what she said.
All right. Whiskey number 1. JT is here. What's up, JT? I'm kind of excited to see how the Fighting Cock holds up. Lauren's here. What's up, Lauren?
Lauren is here.
The more, the better.
The more, the better.
Hey, Lauren, since you're in the chat, I was texting with Brian the other day, and he said maybe you guys would be available next Wednesday to do Whiskey Trivia Night in America.
Whiskey Trivia Night in America. It's a pretty
amazing show.
Can you see
if you can make that happen?
It's okay if you guys are at 2 separate locations. Like, you don't have to actually, because I don't think they live as close as we live. So,
what now?
Lauren and Brian are not
what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Like in the same spot always.
Oh yeah.
So
they're not across the street from each other,
right?
Dave is in the house. Happy Hump Day. You guys are not far from one of my favorite American distilleries, O'Shaughnessy. Yeah, we just did 4-leaf for St. Patrick's Day. We did the 110 proof.
And that was amazing. We absolutely loved it.
Yeah, it was really good.
And speaking of love, whatever's in glass number 1 is amazing.
Yeah, I was going to say whatever my first sip was great.
Wow, that's really, really good.
Okay, so Lauren says that she's down.
Okay.
And I think Brian already said he's up for it. So
okay. Spoiler alert: next week is going to be Whiskey Trivia Night with special guest appearance by the Bourbon School and the Bourbon School Lauren.
It's celebrity.
Oh, it's celebrity
whiskey reviewer, Whiskey Trivia Night in America. Didn't like the second one quite as much as the first one. I'm going to rapid fire go through these. Get a little water in between.
Dr. Robert is in that.
Dr. Robert, what's up? So we've got a couple of Patreon supporters in here.
Mm-hmm.
I think 3. We're a little behind on our swag send out.
Yeah, so
we switched up our materials, but we got some wooden coasters, bourbon note coasters that we're going to be sending out to all you guys, and they've got a tasting wheel on the back. So we're working on those. I had to stain those. And to be honest, I had to spray stain. I can't do it in the house because of the fumes.
Yeah, because
it's been too damn cold here to do it outside.
It's about to warm up, and we're gonna have spring. Anyway, this is a single barrel. It's called Sympathy for the Devil, the barrel pick. It wasn't for any one store, but anyway. Like all of them, they're overpriced, but really good. Every time you press that button. Oh, so I'm always talking when he hits the button to shut me up. Yeah.
Let's rephrase that. Boy, this one. These couple here, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not vibing with them, like, because I like every bourbon on this. We've only had this once and this twice.
Love this one. Love this one. Don't have any idea. This is good, and I've not had that
in quite a while.
Quite a while. Stag 19. Wow.
Let's see, Ryan Frank. Can I ask everyone for the hosts if you don't mind me jumping in on collecting user information, winky winky, but it's time for the bourbon note. Is it on phone or big screen of sorts? I don't get, what do you mean, Sand Skizzle?
He's asking, how do they watch? Are they watching on a phone?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So
I'm kind of a moron.
So typically we expect people to rent a billboard and broadcast, so that others can see it as well.
Sure.
Share with your community.
So far, this first one is really standing out as a
I have the
clear
first
winner.
place and 4 losers.
Woodford Masters Collection Historic Barrel Entry and a Stag Junior.
Wow.
Batch 19. Damn. I don't really have any opinions on what's what, though.
Yeah, I agree. I have 1 winner and 4 losers. Now I have to make a intelligent decision about the 2nd through 5th.
Sugar Kitty, I watch on my brain scanning device implant. Doesn't everyone?
Shut up and take my money.
That's the Sugar Kitty. You're the only one with your own theme music in our chat. So. Ooh, okay. That one. There's a hitter right there. That one is coming through for sure. Sorry, we're watching something. I like bluegrass music. Well, yeah, that's the other thing is how is the music? I figured the little background in like we do in our reviews because people hate it. And so
there's one person in particular who complains.
There's been maybe 2 or 3 in the 2-year history of the channel. That's the other thing. I can't really hear it. So if the music needs to be adjusted up or down, let me know. I can do that very easily.
This show would be so much easier with the staff.
Yeah. I had some Stag Junior over the weekend. That's awesome. Stag Junior is so good, but I got to tell you, Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. It's a contender.
So, true story, Ben actually plays not the kind of the background music, but the intro. Are you still playing that one?
Yeah, well, it's funny because I actually wrote it, but then I sent it to a friend because my computer wasn't working for recording it. So I just sent him the chords. I was like, here are the chords. You listen to it and just record it and send it back to me.
But literally, if we were to point the camera that way, there's a wall of guitars where Ben is a guitar nerd and could absolutely play either one of these songs.
Mike says you could maybe kill the music. Lauren loves the music. Background music is fine. Mike, you're outnumbered.
Humans...
Volume-wise, is it okay?
Yeah, so now Ben's going to be worried about audio for the next
life of the channel.
So I have no idea what hanging is referring to right there. Is that a
bluegrass
euphemism?
music is also good when pulling a caper. Is that like like robbing a store or something? Like an old school term from the 50s?
I assume he's a younger lad and referring to something less well known.
You just always go to like the dirtiness.
That is the dirtiest, totally clean comment I've ever seen.
Steve likes the music. I've never been disappointed with any bottle of JD's single barrel. Yeah, I would agree. It's amazing. I think the volume is fine. It doesn't overpower your voices. Okay, and the voices are clean again. That's awesome. I'm glad that seems to be working itself out. For those of you that are in here and weren't right away at the beginning, we had some audio issues because we're doing some new stuff.
Yeah.
We had to completely revamp our audio just so we could have these, sound effects in here. But you got to have Bobby from Bad Axe Bourbon.
What we got?
What do you call this thing?
Stream Deck.
Oh.
Well, I don't call it that. It's written right there on it.
Yeah, I see that.
What does this say? Don't pull your caper in public. It's not polite.
That's what she said.
Is that what you kids are calling it these days? These are all good, but my vote for number one is the JD.
Well, they don't make 102 to 105 proof. So there's categories.
Yeah, that one's coming up. That one's going to be fun because I think what we'll be able to do is do like single barrel proof versus maybe like Stag, and then maybe
Stag
like some
Junior.
Elijah Craig. Oh, you want to bring the George T. Stag as well?
We
yeah.
certainly could. Yeah, there's an Elijah Craig or two.
Mm-hmm.
I do have Obtanium. It's not really a bourbon.
I have the light whiskey that's like 100 and some.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a clear winner, I think.
All right, let me make some final decisions.
I have a clear winner, but now I don't know. It's hard to do this and then still talk, but that's what's kind of fun about it too. And it gives us content to make this last, otherwise we don't last as long.
That's what she said.
You just had to leave it there, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
That's what she said.
Yeah, this one, my last one, I think is the standout.
Good.
I'm going to go back through them this way again real quick. No water. You know what? I'm going to mix them around a little bit.
We've not reached that part of the video yet. Scottish Purseland.
Lad with the caper seeks last doing the jig. Objective Highland Fling. I feel like we may have just violated some laws because I don't know what any of that means.
The dirtiest, totally clean comment I've ever seen. We're not sure it's clean, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I have no idea. Okay.
So I have to admit, Sugar Kitty was on a live stream with somebody. I forget which channel. And he actually went live, like on camera. He was there.
You have told this story in the last 3 live streams.
But he was only on for like a couple seconds. And so I saw him, but for not very long.
What are you talking about, man?
And so I actually don't know, like I didn't hear him talk. So I don't know if he's like from America or from Scotland or from New Zealand or who knows.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't say that in the last 3. So I feel like you're getting a lot of mileage out of having seen Sugar Kitty on screen in a live stream. Because he brought up in like the last 3 live streams, but it's been a different story every time.
Well,
Sugar Kitty, you must really have had an impact on Greg.
well, you're the only person on the internet I know. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Well, I've seen Lauren, actually.
That escalated quickly.
It's a dance. Well, the jig is a dance. Hey, Lauren, as soon as we're done doing this flight, I did, because you weren't in the live stream last week, I do actually have some audio programmed just for you. We'll get into that as soon as we're done with the bourbon, so hang in there. Or let us know if you have to leave and I'll play it.
These are all good. There's not a bad bourbon on the bar.
No, but this is my clear winner, hands down. That's my winner.
Your winner is on that side.
Yeah. Does that make a difference?
We always put the winner on the right.
No, that's just the order I drank them in.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to put it forward.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm rolling like that.
Ben never has a second cup of coffee.
I was actually meaning to go through Airplane and get a whole bunch of...
There's so many good clips from that.
Mm-hmm. All right. I don't know what to do here with these other ones.
So we've had and reviewed the it's actually Four Clover. Is that what it was called? I think so.
4 Clover.
Whiskey, the bourbon. It had a 4-leaf clover. Or may actually have been called 4-leaf clover.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
We did a review of 4-leaf clover.
4-leaf clover.
It was a bourbon, like a small batch. It was probably sourced from MGP. It was really good. Probably that sourced from MGP.
And it was called 4-leaf clover?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
We did a review? Okay, there's just no way we did. Oh, hold on a second. I got to Because I can search through on our channel
Okay.
content.
Search for Clover. I know the word Clover.
Oh, Cloverdale.
No, I think it was just called Clover.
No, Clover. I think it's Cloverdale.
If only the internet had proof of this.
It does. This is riveting content again.
I still haven't made a decision. There is a Clover bourbon. Totally agree.
Yeah, it's not 4-leaf clover.
Yeah,
but it's
maybe
it's
got a
Clover
picture of
Field.
a
Or,
four-leaf.
it's just called the Clover.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And it was good, but I believe
Where am I getting
it was,
Clover Field from? Is that a movie?
it's spelled slightly different.
Okay.
Yes, that's a weird alien movie.
Yeah. You're right. Oh, that one didn't taste right.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this one back here.
Clover. Well, it doesn't matter. Yes, there's a movie with aliens, but you don't actually see the aliens. It's still weird. It's like Blair Witch Project without the witch.
This is better than that.
That was a Ninja Kitty move indeed. What did Ninja Clover? There's nothing to do with what I know about bourbon. Huh. All right. Have you made some decision?
I can tell you, some of these are just not really.
I really feel like there's one winner,
Yeah.
one okay, and three blah. And they're not bad. I mean, they're all good.
Yeah, we like all of these bourbons,
Yes.
but putting them against each other really, Lauren had said earlier in the chat that, doing these tastings really brings some stuff out that, and sometimes that can also maybe unfairly affect an otherwise good bourbon, depending what you drank before.
Of course. Yeah.
God, now I'm standing too far in here. It's like role reversal. Your stage placement is impeccable tonight.
Well, thank you. I practice.
I think this is my second place.
I'm actually in danger of running out of blend material.
Well, we might have to just make some sacrifices and then.
I don't hate that.
All right, that got better. Can anybody hear my refrigerator moaning? It's like starting up and it sounds like a dog moaning. Okay, we need to get into this. I got to make a decision. I have a clear winner and then 4. Yeah, all right. They don't. Which, for whatever 4 it is, these are pretty expensive bourbons in there with fighting cock, so they've got some explaining to do.
I think I know my winner, but I could be totally wrong.
One thing about doing this is when we do it live, at least people can talk amongst themselves while we're trying to figure this out.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was wondering if these kind of videos work well as a live. Otherwise, if it's just us here without the commenting to the chatters.
Oh, man. Oh, it's even worse now.
This one, okay, this is my last place. This is my first place.
I think you need
I think I'm going second place here.
Orange TikTok as a sound.
I know. I have to. I shouldn't have to search Bobby's videos too hard to find an Orange Tic Tac reference. Actually, there was I think I watched his video today, and actually his wife made an Orange Tic Tac reference, mocking him.
I've not seen that video. I saw that it was up. I got notified when it was released, but I have not watched it yet. Your refrigerator's still going.
Mm-hmm. It's struggling to.
Brian and I,
you're talking about our blend. Which blend? Because every time we do more than one bourbon, we blend them.
we do. And if you guys even think about blending, you're going to have a copyright claim against you.
All right, I'm just going to go
Feel
this.
free.
I can't.
Yep.
I can't make a decision. We have not done the
We haven't.
Bad Axe Infinity Barrel yet.
I think we need to do that as a video pretty soon, though.
Actually, Brian and Lauren, we actually would really love to see you guys blend. Hold on a second.
How are you going to finish?
It's either delicious or dog shit. Yeah, that's true. I did kind of leave that on a weird.
Yeah, let's finish that sentence politely.
Blend whiskeys and see if you enjoy doing that as much as we do.
Yes.
So, okay.
the ginger comes through.
Yeah, ginger.
All right. Let's get into the reveal here. Do you have your
I do.
placement?
Sure.
Okay. So here is the big reveal, and we definitely have to cue sound effects up for this.
Okay. Do we have sound effects for all 5 or just like at the top one?
No, just a drum roll.
Oh,
Just a good basic drum roll. Okay. So
If you've not actually got a big like bass drum and rolled it down a driveway and recorded that sound, you've missed out.
that's true. Yeah, that's very true. But I'm still going to give you one of
What
these.
the fuck are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Let's see. Top Dog, I got the Bad Axe Infinity Blend coming this week. Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Nice.
Did you win that in a live stream? Okay, so let's get into the big reveal here.
Let's.
I have like
number 5.
Excuse me, I have the hiccups now. Okay, so let's go with your last place.
Number 5.
Okay, show me the. Wow, unbelievable.
There's only one thing that he would say wow about. Although I will admit that it's pretty good now that I've sipped it again.
Your last place is Four Roses.
That surprises me.
Unless you mispoured this,
Huh.
in which case you're fired.
So that's at number 2.
That's what?
I had a number 1 that was very. Then that okay. Now I have a guess as to what my number 1 is. I thought my number 1 was Four Roses.
Okay, so this is my last place.
You're serious?
Yeah.
You're serious?
Yes.
You're still serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Four Roses.
No shit. I was gonna guess that was number 1
Me too.
because I was like, that tastes like Four Roses.
That shocks that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Just watch the viewer count go down and down. It's
Yeah.
like, well, these guys have lost all their credibility.
That's
By the
right.
way, we're probably going to miss some comments as we're doing this, so we don't drag this out too long. I cannot believe that.
That's shocking.
Okay, so we know that the $15 bottle has not scored last place for either one of us.
Okay.
Okay.
My number 4.
Is this drum roll getting annoying? If so, deal with it, because I'm going to keep doing it.
It's pretty quiet in here in the studio,
Yeah.
so we can't hear it so well. Number 4.
So your 4th place is Clyde May's. Nothing terribly shocking about that because Clyde May's isn't really a staple. We've only drank that much of this Clyde May's.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly. I think I had it a year ago. I totally agree, Steve. I honestly thought that was my first place, and so I am stunned.
I would have bet the farm, and I have batted damn near 1,000 on guessing the pours.
So,
And I would have thought for sure. So whatever this first place is the clear winner.
I strongly think I know what my first place is. That's not true.
At this point, it better frickin' be the Barrel, the $100 bottle.
Exactly. I would agree.
All right, so
Priceless.
my 4th place.
Yep. Huh. Pretty sure that says 5.
It does say 5. So my 4th place is Fighting Cock.
Fighting Cock takes 4th for him. It's in my top 3, which is alarming.
I think it's awesome because now you can just go out and get a $15 bottle and you can enjoy it. Lauren, we are just as shocked as you
Yeah,
are.
I totally am shocked. I will tell you.
I've got a farm for sale because I bet Four Roses also.
Yeah, I totally agree. I will tell you, in the final round of me tasting, I flipped number 5, number 4. So what was number 4 for me? Clyde May.
Was Clyde May.
Moved
So
up, and Four Roses moved down. That's shocking.
okay, interesting. Okay, so Lauren wants more drum roll.
Okay, more cowbell.
So your 3rd place
My 3rd place.
is number 5 is Fighting Cock.
I'm actually, other than being stunned with the Four Roses thing, I'm still kind of thinking I'm understanding where things are going. I remember when we did the Yellowstone.
Are you
review.
sure you didn't miss pour these? Because I
Not
just
even
can't
a
believe
chance.
that I would have bet anything that first one was Four Roses. Didn't influence my decision, but after I made it, I was like, that was the clear winner. And I was like, yeah, this seems like it's probably the Four Roses.
That was what I thought. But I will tell you that we both did like the Yellowstone.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Dennis Weedman is in the house. Hey, Dennis, how's it going? Four Roses typically does not stand up well in blinds. You know, I had the Four Roses single barrel stood up pretty well for me in our 100 proof point, but I've got a fever, and there's only one here, and that's more drum roll.
Appreciate it.
You've got more drum roll. Can't beat the cock. We better change our tagline. What is it? Tagline, John.
That's what she said.
Surely you must be joking.
Don't
Damn
call
it.
me Shirley.
I was going to record the and don't call me Shirley.
I've sent you all of those sound clips.
I know.
And cowbell. There's a reference to cowbell. Appreciate it.
I agree with Lauren. Replace the drum roll with cowbells. Okay. Oh, did she say that? I must have missed that.
More drum roll.
Well, she said more drum roll.
I said cowbell.
Okay, so let's get into my number 3, and then when we're done with this, we can just blend these together. We can just talk with everybody
Agreed.
because we've got plenty of time.
Good plan.
Let's go for the drum roll.
So it's you, right?
Yep, my number 3rd place.
I truly can't read it. Keep it upside down. It's a number 1.
Which is Yellowstone. Okay.
Bourbon School. The other Bourbon School.
The other one. Just want to pop in and say hi. Cheers, fellas. It's good to have you, Brian. Lauren has been holding it down on behalf of Bourbon School
right,
in
she
this
has
chat. So,
been participating.
yeah. So, for those of you just joining us, because our viewer count did go up, we're doing a proof points episode where we're taking bourbons of a similar proof.
Blind. We don't know which one we're drinking.
And I'm going to take the chat off there for just a second so you can see the bottles. We got Yellowstone 7-year, Four Roses Small Batch Select, Clyde May Single Barrel, a store pick of Barrel Craft Spirits, and Fighting Cock. So far, both of us picked Four Roses Small Batch Select for last place, which is shocking.
Yes.
And then Greg's 4th place was Clyde May's. My 4th place was Fighting Cock. Greg's 3rd place was Fighting Cock, and my 3rd place has been Yellowstone so far. So, Schlammert is here. Sorry I'm late. Cheers, everyone. Good to see you in the chat, Schlammert.
Nice beaver.
That's what she said.
You have clearance, Clarence. Roger, what's our vector, Victor? I love it. It's one of my favorite scenes in movie history.
I think we could
Roger. Over.
That's our new Wednesday live stream. Is just movie quotes.
Yeah, we should probably. Looks like I picked the wrong week. Looks like I picked that. So hang and put the wrong week to put sniffing glue. And he's upside down in his hair, and he's sniffing it. That was one of the funniest scenes in movie history.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit.
Amphetamines. It started out coffee, and I was drinking his amphetamine. Cigarettes.
Yeah, I think so.
And then eventually it was sniffing glue.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, the Bourbon Notes, a highlight of my week. There's a rush hearing your name live. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about, people of the gallery. Well, San Skizzle, I'm glad you're into it.
So wait, hearing our name or your name? He likes. Oh, is he one of those people?
Oh yeah, that's right. Naked Gun was Nice Beaver. Yeah. But you're quoting it against an airplane, but still Leslie Nielsen.
It was Leslie Nielsen.
Okay.
Robert Graves and
I got it.
Priscilla Presley.
All right, we've lost 2 viewers in the process of doing this. Let's get into your number 2.
No,
so second place.
Yeah, we're going to skip second place.
That's right. We're going to go straight to the and you know what? We're going to do the big drum roll for this.
Big drum roll.
Yeah. If you listen to it, I'll turn up for just a second. It's the timpani. So, show me your number 1 drink, Greg.
I suspect this is actually Yellowstone, but it could be Barrell.
It is Yellowstone for the number 1.
Yellowstone.
And Barrel Craft Spirits Single Barrel is number 2.
They were both good. I am stunned about this one, though.
About which one?
Last place.
Oh, Four Roses? Yeah.
You know, I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay, so my second place.
No, you do your top pick.
I mean, my first place. Sorry.
Yeah.
They're going to get the intense music for this. Okay. In first place, in the 102 to 105.
That's what you said.
Proof point flight. The winner is...
Oh.
Bourbon number.
We totally disagree. We are not in this together. Number 4.
Number 4. Barrel Craft Spirits. So look at me. I'm apparently an expensive date. I picked the most expensive bottle as my number 1.
Well, this was $115. It was actually more expensive. Yeah, Yellowstone was expensive as well.
And then so my number 2 would be Clyde May's.
Wow.
All right, interesting. So
you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
To sum it up, Greg's last place was 4. So let's go first place to last.
Yeah, that's typically.
Greg's first place was Yellowstone, followed by Barrel Craft Spirits, followed by Fighting Cock, followed by Clyde May's, followed by Four Roses.
Shocking.
Yeah, to our eternal shame, we both picked that last.
Well, that's surprising.
My number 1 was Barrel Craft Spirits, single barrel, followed by Clyde May's, single barrel, followed by Yellowstone, followed by Fighting Cock, followed by Four Roses.
Shocking as well.
Now let's get into a blend here.
Blendy.
Okay. So I drank multiple sips from all of these, and the blend still ends up being a good, solid 2-ounce pour.
I apologize. I'm above the belt line on this one, I tell you. That's the advantage of having a small blend.
You know, if we don't,
I gave it to you and you didn't even take it.
That's what she said.
I don't. Okay, we're done with the game show for tonight. So now we can just actually talk and hang out. We've missed a lot of chats, so I probably won't go back and get all of them.
There's a lot of Police Squad, Naked Gun type references.
Nice. I like it. So, wow, Yellowstone. Let's see. Yellowstone. I've got a club pick Yellowstone that took me a quarter of a bottle to really start enjoying many unique notes in Yellowstone.
Oh.
It's underrated. Lauren, which one is underrated? You might have been talking with somebody else. I might have missed that. Fighting Cack. Are you sure you're not from Mass? You ever get a chance to meet Yellowstone brand ambassador Steve Fante? He's a hoot. Okay.
I do not know who that is.
My cousin from Boston.
That was a good movie.
I'm from Western Massachusetts. Okay, so Top Dog is from Mass.
Wow.
So, now that we're done, oh, God.
Oh, man. Oh, it's even worse now.
I don't think I like that blend.
I'm getting like strong brown sugar. I mean, it is 525 proof, if we're honest.
Let's see what Dennis says. I joined late. What's the age and state of distillation on the barrel?
Ooh,
so
yeah, that one you're gonna have to
the barrel is 13 years, 104.96 proof,
Mhm.
and then state of distillation is distilled in Tennessee. Oh, I wonder if that's some.
No, there's another place where they get bourbon in Tennessee.
Do you think it's Dickel juice?
That's what she said.
No, I don't actually.
It's Dickel
That
juice.
is
It's
the
not.
dirtiest, totally clean comment I've ever seen.
All right.
Sugar Kitty understands.
Sugar Kitty saying to like the lick. Remember to lick the like and like the lick.
Who's doing the cat scratch fever? Because I don't think
Pantera. It's not the news.
Okay.
It's Pantera.
Okay. Steve, are you serious? It's actually from George Dickel?
Oh, okay.
Because isn't Barrel Spirits their lower brand is Stellum? But I don't think that's from Tennessee.
So Barrel does.
Maybe they source from different places.
Is Stellum barrels or is it Kentucky Owl?
No, I think Stellum is Barrel Spirits.
Because I always get these mixed up. There's Stellum and there's Wiseman. One of them is the cheaper version of Barrel. One of them is the cheaper version of Kentucky Owl.
So it's got to be Wiseman because I don't
Okay.
care.
Well, here, we've got a Stellum right here. I wonder if... Well, I don't think I'll say it makes sense.
It would.
Would it?
It'd say where it was distilled. If it says.
Well, this is MGP. I know that.
Yeah, that one's MGP. I think Stellum and Barrel Spirits sourced from probably multiple places.
Okay.
Stellum is what? JT, I don't think I like you.
Wiseman is Barrel. Okay. And JT worked at Spirits Liquor for
he's certainly
a long time. So
closer.
Oh, wait. No, he says I mean Owl. So he corrected. Okay. So mean.
Mean. men. I think we should go.
And now he changed his back. He says, no owl. No, it's owl. Let's see. Stellum and Barrel,
go up like
yes.
four. No, down 2, down 3. Right there. Show that one.
This one?
Down 1. Yeah. I didn't know that was a
meant
verb.
owl. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I didn't know that was a verb.
So Lauren had said earlier that she was predicting, I'm assuming she was talking about the blend, that it would be great. It's better on the second sip.
It's fine. It's no Yellowstone, though.
Actually, you know what? I don't know.
Oh, man. Oh, it's even worse now.
It's not great.
I don't think the blend of this is great. These are not...
It's just mediocre proof and decent age, some sweetness, but there's nothing really interesting about it. Like
it seems like there's a bunch of stuff that are fighting, and it makes kind of like there's like a sour note to it a little bit. And I probably have a different, blend than you do. Paul P seems like he's new to the chat because I don't remember Paul P, but he's got an American flag in his profile picture. So let's hit this.
I drink American beer.
So anyway, Stellum isn't the budget version of Barrel. It's a non-blended line. It's a non-blended line from them.
Lime?
Black label is higher cost, older, and blue is budget. Yes, exactly, Paul. We have not had the black label. We've only had the blue label. And then we've had this blue label store pick here.
Yes.
So yeah, this is, if you want to get something from Barrel that doesn't cost $100 minimum, or minimum $90.
Like 70.
Yeah, I mean, budget is a loose term. Budget compared to the regular price here.
Huh. But so just we're kind of making fun of George Dickel a little bit. We did a flight of George Dickel because we were a little bit concerned. We had 5 different whiskeys. 4 of the 5 we thought were really good.
And one of them was just hot garbage.
One was a weird mash bill that we think is a different something, yeast strain or something.
That was terrible.
But 4 of the 5 were really, really good.
Don't lie, it's trash.
It's trash. That's
Dennis Weaver. I have some 14-year store picks from Barrel. It's definitely Dickel.
okay.
Stellum seems more basic, run of the mill.
Boy, I tell you, this
Where
store
the
pick,
Barrel has more complexity with the blending. Stir cuts, I would imagine you're probably right because they do a lot of
blending of
higher
crazy
age stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So, I mean, I like it. I've only had a couple of things from here. Oh my God, guess who we've got in the chat, folks? We got Bad Axe Bobby in the house. Sorry I'm late. Busy workday. Hey, man, we're happy to have you in the chat anytime. And by the way, Bobby's channel is blowing the up right now. It's amazing. He's going to hit 2,000.
That's amazing.
Like, he didn't even have to do like a 1,500 subscriber.
Well, he wanted to. He couldn't.
Because he just blew right past it.
Yeah.
And I will say, and I wish I had the clip singled out, I called this. As soon as he hit 1,000, I was like, Bobby's going to be the biggest channel of all of us. And I was on with like Steven and Sean and somebody else or whatever. And now I feel vindicated. So Bobby, congratulations on the channel blowing up. It's awesome. You got one of the best channels out there. We love it. All right, Bad Axe Bourbon, Meow, Sugar Kitty is in the house still. I just like to... Oh, wait, no, that was Sir Cuts. I'm sorry. Well, you got the Sugar Kitty sound drop. Well, now I got to come up with a Sir Cuts sound drop.
Sir Cuts.
Which I'm not sure exactly how to go about doing that. So, getting back to Barrel Craft, I think I've only had the Seagrass and this one. We've talked about, like, with the Elijah Craig barrel proofs that are $80 to $90 in our area now, and how they're always like
They're good, but not distinct.
But for me, they're always like an automatic buy.
Yeah.
But then I walk past these all the time. And these are like all these experimental things and different things. But I walk past them because of the price point. But I buy that regardless of the price point, So mediocre. What are you talking about there, mediocre whiskey review?
That's Jill's name. Maybe she's just like trying to brand placement.
Well, if she's mediocre whiskey review, mediocre is probably a compliment. So maybe she's calling us mediocre. In which case, cheers, Jill.
I would appreciate The meta reference.
Sir Cuts wants some slasher movie sound effects. Coming your way, Sir Cuts. Look for that in the next live stream. I love it. All right, so
Don't you have like you can do multiple pages?
yeah,
These?
we've got like 3 pages of this. You know,
But we don't want to do any copyright like violations, so don't grab anything that's like.
don't grab anything you shouldn't grab.
That's what she said.
Yes. What's this one? I can't even read. I'm not wearing.
It says terrible.
That was terrible.
Yeah, so we've got all kinds of fun stuff on here, you know. Let's read some more comments here. I looked real fast and I thought it said Medicare whiskey reviews.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know, for anybody above 65 that wants to start a channel,
You know, that's not the worst suggestion for a whiskey
Yeah.
channel ever.
thanks fellas, cheers. Mediocre is going to go live with me next week. Oh, that's awesome. So, Bobby, since you're on here, and Jill and Four Leaf is on here as well.
Mhm.
So we're going to plan on having Brian and Lauren, Bourbon School,
Yep.
on for Celebrity Bourbon Reviewer Whiskey Trivia Night in America next week.
Yes.
I have found that trying to schedule this is a little difficult because people always know where they're going to be like a week, from now or whatever. Or you send out a message on like Instagram because you don't have somebody's contact information, and then maybe they don't check Instagram for a week or whatever.
Sure.
So we're going to have to start scheduling these like a week out. But I do want to start doing this regularly, having other channels on.
So if you're interested, if you have a YouTube channel or you have a camera and you want to participate in trivia or whatever, just hang out. Send us an email. Link is in the description below or to the wherever.
thebourbonnote@gmail.com.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. And let us know, and we will put you in the roster of potential candidates.
Oh, this is interesting. So Sugar Kitty says there are some single barrels that are Willet sourced and equivalent to Purple Top.
I don't think he can back that up. He's making that up. That's completely made up.
They have so many
Put him in timeout.
products you need to research before looking at a bottle. So Sugar Kitty, I believe you're
He's
correct
probably-
in
I think he's
the
still
sense that
correct.
they source from a lot of different
I
places,
believe, yes.
blend a lot of different stuff. What's interesting is I don't like Willet products. I haven't had a Willet product that I really like yet.
But we did like the fat bottle, the fat bottom bottle one.
We-
That's probably
well-
not what it's called.
yeah, it's here. We'll have to get one of
That
these.
is the dirtiest, totally clean comment I've ever seen.
So we didn't like that one maybe necessarily, but we didn't think it was awful.
It
I
was-
thought it was, but
yeah, it wasn't pot stilled horribleness that
we've
is-
said before that like we had very, very low expectations for that.
Yes, and it was above our very low expectations.
Yeah, for sure. I walk by Barrel all the time for the same reason. Way too many offerings. Could have a room full of only Barrel bottles. Yeah, for sure.
Totally.
And that's the other thing. It's almost overwhelming. You don't know which one to get.
Well, you
know?
get the rum cask that says Seagrass because it's freaking amazing. I actually like it.
Lucky 7 has hit Minnesota. Have you tried any of their offerings? Not yet. So that's kind of
Isn't that
next
in
on
Texas?
my... No. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on my radar.
Because I see pictures of it on Instagram all the time. But
Is it? I don't think it is.
I would think it's a Texas. I don't know where it's from.
I don't think it is. Because people say it's good. So it can't possibly be from Texas.
Well, I would agree with your A
So-
equals B, B equals C, then A equals C.
I definitely want to try
Watch.
some because I've heard that one kind of runs the gamut. Like there's like the base offering that's like maybe 40-ish bucks or something.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong on that, but it's a basic bourbon price. They have some really expensive stuff
Oh, wow.
that I've heard has decent reviews, but it's kind of hard sometimes
That's
to
what people
spend.
say about Garrison.
Yeah, and Garrison is garbage.
I've not had one I love.
Yeah.
I've had some I dislike, some that I found tolerable, but
Look for the single barrel series with number on it beginning with Z.
no,
but you didn't hear
he's from New Zealand, so it's a Z. not a
Oh,
Z.
Zed. Okay, with the Zed.
I don't know where he's from.
Dave, I've had Noah's Mill. I haven't had Rowan's Creek. Noah's Mill was tolerable.
No, I think
Not my
I thought we liked
favorite.
that. Is it gone?
No, the Johnny Drum. That's the only Willet product I have, and I don't care for it.
I thought we had Noah's Mill. Oh, it sounds familiar.
No, we don't have one of those.
Hmm.
If you haven't had Lucky 7, then you need to. It's from California. Okay.
Wow.
They're out of California. Okay.
Hmm.
Willet Green Top Rye is great in old fashions. Lucky 7 has some aged MGP, but also high-aged Barton juice. Okay, we like the Barton juice.
We like Barton
for sure.
a lot, definitely.
Speaking of which, our Patreon supporters already know tomorrow's video.
What is it?
It's did you not post it?
I am actually a Patreon supporter, which is oddly enough.
Did you post it to Patreon?
I did, absolutely.
You did, okay.
I did.
It's Chestnut Farms, and that's the one that was like the
the horse on the bottle.
Yeah, 1792 distiller.
Barton
So
Distillery, yep.
if you want to support us on Patreon, you can do that for like $3 a month. And for all the Patreons that are in here, because I know a couple more have come in, we are sending out, trying to get these in the light.
Show the back. So it has a
Bourbon Note coasters, which we have as part of our, you get these after 3 months.
Yeah.
But we had to delay this a little bit because we switched to wood coasters instead of...
the cork.
Yeah, and then they've got the tasting wheel on the back, and I have to stain these things.
And unfortunately, it's really cold in Minnesota in the winter, and so you can't spray, varnish, or whatever.
Yeah, I bought the spray stain because
Shellac.
it's got the poly with it,
Yeah.
and I just haven't been able to do that because it's been too damn cold out. So they are on the way, and I think we've gotten some new Patreons, and we're just going to send them out to everybody.
I think we are. Yep.
You know, did someone say Garasoy? And he's got the vomiting signal. Yeah, I agree with you, Bobby. We sent Bobby a sample of the Balmoral. That's like the most expensive. I think he thought it was okay. Sean liked it.
Yeah, he likes Texas whiskey.
He likes Texas whiskey.
He has no taste. And he has a music channel where he still has no taste. And I subscribe to his channel. So.
Yeah, go check out Mash and Metal. He's got a great channel. And go check out Whiskey Wars.
Yeah.
I mentioned before, I have a long life story, born in Pennsylvania. Me too. Grew up in New York State, a couple years in the Pacific, then back to Pennsylvania. USA born, American all the way. All right. Great video for tomorrow. I previewed it. All right. Yeah, Bobby's a Patreon supporter.
Steven.
I don't get Garrison Brothers either. I don't think they have learned to tame the Texas temperature extremes. Still Austin is pretty good. So, okay, we've never had Still Austin.
Everybody says that's the Texas whiskey that we have to try.
The Still Austin cast strength. So Mark, a.k.a. Mr. Great Shot.
Oh, yeah.
Sent some samples out. They're not here yet, but he said he's going to send some samples out. One of them is the Still Austin cast strength. So hopefully we can find like a ray of hope for Texas.
So Bobby's also got a line on a source to Still Austin.
I think Bobby can buy it where he lives. Bobby, can you get that in California? Let us know. So this blend is not fantastic. I'm kind of just making my way through it. Here, Bobby, here's you again.
Oh, man. Oh, it's even worse now.
There will be more clips coming up.
Still Austin, but also Iron Root. Okay, so Iron Root you can get in Minnesota.
I've never seen it, but I don't shop that many liquor stores.
So Alyssa has some up at Spirits that she was showing me the other day, and they've got like a cast strength one, and they've got like a basic offering.
Sure.
I think that she said that she's heard good things about the cast strength one, but I think they're like $70.
Yeah.
I'm not spending $70 on Texas whiskey. Fool me once, you know.
Well, I spent $220 on Balmoral.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like fool me, meaning Greg, because I've never bought one of those. But honestly, Texas, like if it says Texas on the label, I'm usually not going to buy it to begin with. But I'm damn sure not spending $70 on an experimental bottle of it until I find good reason to, and I just have not gotten it yet. Let's see, gotta go. See you next week. It was great live. Thanks, Top Dog. Next week, it sounds like we're going to have Bourbon School on. And by the way, Brian and Lauren, if you're still in the chat, it's going to be Brian versus Lauren.
That's crazy.
In trivia. And since they don't have a Patreon set up yet, they'll each be playing on behalf of one of our Patreon supporters.
All right.
So unless they get a Patreon set up between now and then.
Yep.
Balmoral is the only Garrison that I've had that was almost good. Throw a price in the mix, then it's a big thumbs down. Yeah, Bobby, couldn't agree more.
Totally agree. So,
15 pretty good.
So what I'm curious, 14. Lauren, if you're still watching, feel free to phone in from an alternate location. That way you aren't unduly.
Yeah, you guys don't have to be in the same place at the same time. You can be, just log in on your phone, and Brian can be at his house, and you guys can. Look who finally decided to show up.
So we talked bad about him long enough, and he shows up.
We didn't really talk bad about you, Sean.
Oh,
we actually promoted your channel.
We absolutely promoted your channel and talked bad about your affinity for Texas whiskey with no justification whatsoever.
Yeah, it's Sean definitely likes his Texas whiskey for sure.
Yeah,
I'm prepared to say this officially. Texas whiskey is the foot fetish of American whiskey. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'm not judging, it's just not my thing, but the people who are into it are really into it.
I think they're into it because they know it's bad and everybody else is reasonable and says, no, this isn't for me. And there's this someone who likes to listen to, what's a band that I don't like? Pantera. And says, this is good music, therefore this is good whiskey.
Pantera.
I'm stretching. I'm not a metal guy. I like rock/hard rock.
You're stretching?
That's what she
I don't
said.
know that many.
And the thing is, Texas whiskey, like, I would imagine that's probably what feet taste like. You know? So if it being the foot fetish of American whiskey.
How are you going to complete these two sentences and make them make sense?
In the body of American whiskey, all that is American whiskey, American single malt.
So in the body, the thing that hangs down in the middle is not the foot.
That's what she said.
Texas whiskey is the feet of that body. I don't know where you got the thing that hangs down in the middle because I didn't even say that. Let's see. Fat bottom bottles make the world go round.
Thank you, Lauren, for
a Queen reference.
Closing that loop.
Iron Root has it figured out for show. Of those 6 distillery samples, I have their. They were at least good. Okay.
Take an empty glass and just have a quick pour of that. That's so good. You didn't like it, but you're wrong.
No, I liked it. It was third place. It was right in the middle.
PA.
Sugar, what? Did he say something about Pantera unsubbed? Yeah, but I said, how can you not like Pantera?
I said I was stretching. I can't think of any like heavy metal bands that I like Metallica. I love Iron Maiden, but I don't really know heavy metal other than that.
So,
because like you guys don't consider like Twisted Sister and Motley Crue heavy metal.
It's glam metal.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's glam rock. But you know what? Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Pantera. Well, interestingly enough, Pantera actually started out as kind of like 80s butt rock, like glam rock.
Really?
Yeah, and then they kind of, if you listen to Cowboys from Hell, especially like on Cemetery Gates, like towards the end of that song, he really gets into that high pitch, like kind of 80s butt rock voice. You guys tell me if I'm
like
wrong
the
here.
Dio falsetto kind of thing.
Pretty falsetto, yeah. He gets really up there.
Because I think Dio is great.
Yeah.
But
I don't know enough about Dio to really form an opinion.
So I've only heard the hits, like the top couple of hits.
Sure. All right, let's see. Oh, he was asking where in Pennsylvania. I lived in Trappe, Pennsylvania for a year. I'm not sure where that is. I was born in Sellersville, Pennsylvania. And my parents, when I was born, lived in East Greenville, Pennsylvania. So if anybody knows where that is, that's where I came from. Excuse me. I just didn't pick up on the mic.
I was going to say something really inappropriate, but I'll be polite. I was going to say, and you found them anyway.
Yeah, I found them anyway. Hate to leave, but I'll be watching next week. Cheers, y'all. Well, hey, thank you, Joe, for joining in. Yeah. Well, so did he say Bobby said Joe will be on his live stream coming up soon?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't know when.
Love the glam rock Pantera.
So even Sir Cuts is saying it's just glam rock. It's not heavy metal. At least it's not, angry.
Well, Pantera is not glam rock. They're early kind of unreleased stuff. Like you do know Pantera, right?
Well, I know one or two hits, but like they're not like angry Cookie Monster kind of like. They're pretty death metal.
Yeah, they're not death metal and like growling or whatever,
right.
But I mean they're not like light or heavy metal like Motley Crue. Like they're legit metal.
Okay,
like, they're
all right.
Legit.
Okay,
let's see. Let's rub that like button. Give it a tickle, a little underside tickle. Clockwise rub, however you guys want to do it. It's like sucking toes. I'm going to assume that Lauren's talking about my relating Texas whiskey to feet, because I have apparently missed some
I think
probably like relevant chats to that.
we've
comment.
made some anatomy references recently that would. Yeah, I don't know if that works.
All right, so I'm going to try this Yellowstone again one more time.
Yeah.
The glam rock stuff is all on YouTube. Yeah, Sir Cuts, I was on with Sean one night. I can't remember if I was on the live stream or just talking to him on the chat on one of his Mash and Metal shows, and he played some old school, like, even before I knew, like, old school Pantera when they were, like, 80s butt rock. Okay, so this is, what, 105 proof?
I believe it's 105.
All right, which is exactly what I need right now after Greg poured me 17 ounces of whiskey for this blind flight.
Back to the airport, time for a pour. Hey, Peter White.
Peter White is in the house. What's up, Peter? Back to the airport. Where are you going, man? Let us know.
Wow, Bobby, you do some weird times for yours, but you have a weird schedule.
Joe will be on with me on the 13th at 4:35.
All right,
Well, that's Pacific, though, so that's 6:30 for us, so that's perfect.
That's 2:30.
What? Yeah, he's 2 hours behind. You used to live, like, right by where Bobby lives.
Yeah.
So, next week, yes, it will be Whiskey Trivia Night in America one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Not just one more time, but I mean one more time again.
One more announcement, and then we're going to call this a broadcast.
I am going to start putting the invite out to a bunch of folks. Like, hey, do you want to be on this?
If you have a YouTube channel, send us an email or a message. Just find a way. And let us know that you would like to participate in Whiskey Trivia Night, or even another suggestion, like you just want to hang out and drink whiskey.
Right. Oh, Peter White's going to airport pickup, so he's not going on vacation. Sorry, Peter, that sucks.
Biking Bourbon?
Biking Bourbon. I don't know of them, but I'm going to check it out now for sure. Sugar Katie, you're a moderator, I think. You should be. So if you could drop a link, go ahead and throw that in there. What else do we have coming up? So I want to talk about our next proof points real quick.
Okay.
Because it is going to be a banger. So we did this one to fill in that gap between the 100 proof and the 107, because we've got 107 laid out.
I think there'll be a bunch of bottles in that flight.
Well, we've got 5 good ones so far, and that is probably good for what we have. Mm-hmm. But there's one that escapes me right now. So the next proof points is going to be Baker's Single Barrel. There's one other good one.
Weller.
Well, there's what? Okay, so before I got into the allocated stuff, so it's going to be Baker's Single Barrel, Weller Antique 107.
Are we going to go 108 as well?
Jim Beam Single Barrel, which actually is a kind of a monster bourbon.
Amazing.
Underrated, so I'm excited to see how that plays out.
Yep.
The Old Rippy, Old Rip Van Winkle, 10-year. And then what else? We had one more. At one point, I was going to throw the NASA Family Reserve in there, but
something else that
one's a little bit different, but there was another 107 proof one. I can figure this out right now. Let's do this, since we've got riveting content going on here anyway.
That's right.
Entertain the internet for a second.
Well, I think Sugar Kitty was flirting.
Sugar Kitty was?
Yeah, so the big question is, well, I won't go there. I'll leave it alone. Sometimes discretion is a better part of valor. You know?
Yes. Oh, the Guero. 17 years, 108. So Guero is a 17-year.
We think it's from George Dickel, but it
might be, yeah.
It doesn't drink like a minerally drink.
So Guero's 17-year, Weller Antique 107, Old Rip Van Winkle 10-year, Jim Beam Single Barrel, and Baker's Single Barrel. That's going to be a monster.
That's a dangerous fight. We're going to have to do double pours.
I'm super excited about the
because
blend.
that's going to take a long time to dig through. So definitely invite a friend. It's going to be a good fight.
Jim Beam Repeal is much better than Jim Beam Single Barrel. Biking Bourbon. What? Oh, so Biking Bourbon is in there. Is that Blinking Bourbon? Okay, hold on a second.
Is that an I or an L?
So Sugar Kitty put in Biking Bourbon.
Yeah, is that L? BLK?
So now we've got someone in the chat that is that the same thing?
Yeah. Are you biking or blinking?
Anyway, so
Repeal was okay. It was
Repeal
a little.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but it was like 86 proof.
Yeah.
The Single Barrel, we're talking about the new one that's 108 proof, and that one's really.
And it's not available in Minnesota, at least a couple.
No, it
months
is.
ago.
It is. I just saw it today, actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, it was in Wisconsin. That's where we. We found it.
Schlammer says the Pappy 15 years, 107 proof. Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Yeah, never seen one on the shelf in my life.
Okay, so it is biking bourbon. Okay, sweet.
There's
so,
a weird font thing happening, and so it really looks like BLKING.
No, I think it's.
Well,
Oh yeah, maybe. Hold on,
who knows?
Oh yeah, it's. You can see it on the
Okay.
actual. Well, yeah, we're looking at a monitor that's about
it's a long
5
ways
feet
away.
away from us. So sorry about that. Okay, so biking bourbon. We'll definitely check out your channel for sure.
As long as it's good.
Jim Beam Repeal is 100 proof.
It was okay, but it wasn't great.
The Jim Beam Repeal batch.
It's like it's a 1 liter square bottle.
No, I know what he's
Screw
talking
top.
about. I've never had a 100 proof version of that.
I don't know. I'll look.
Please hold. I have a bottle of this. Hold on.
Seriously?
Entertain the internet. Yeah.
Hey, internet, how's it going? Well, I can't just let this go. So this did 5th place in the flight for both Ben and I. That's shocking. Shocking, I tell you. Shocking. So we're going to try just a little pour just to see how it does. Something about Oregon finished 105.
So the only reason I have this is because I made a lamp out of it that doesn't have a shade right now. But this one is a Jim Beam Repeal batch, but it's 86 proof. Is there a 100 proof version out there?
Wow.
I mean, I've had the Jim Beam Bonded at 100 proof, but if there's a 100 proof version of that,
So I have the exact same bottle. I got it at Spirits in Melrose, Minnesota.
yeah, 86 proof.
Yep, I have that exact same one.
So biking bourbon, let us know. Is there a
Sir Cuts, Greg. I don't know what he's answering.
Greg, just a little bit, 3 ounces. I think he's talking about your massive pours of bourbon.
Well,
So wait, what is this?
that's your winner. This is your Yellowstone.
Oh, this is the blend?
Oh, yeah, that's your blend. This is your Yellowstone.
Boy, I think we got to wrap this bad boy up. Yes, it is a shadeless lamp. So if you look at it a
And
little
it's
closer,
filled with,
you can see. It's actually pellets for a
Guinea
pellet
pigs?
grill. Yeah, it
Or-
looks like, it's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, so you put a shade on top of that. This was kind of one of my experimental ones, but I've made a few since then. Join the Bourbon Note Patreon. The snacks are great. You get the videos early. We're going to send some swag out that we're a little bit behind on. We apologize for that. Wooden coasters with the logo and tasting notes on the back for anybody who subscribes. The other thing is this. So I have a dream for our Patreon. And this is my dream. This is all I want.
Did not know we were going to reveal so much.
I just
tonight.
want to make enough money that we can do wildly irresponsible things. Like, if we make enough money on Patreon, like, let's just say 200 of you subscribe at $3 a month, then we can be like, okay, let's just say I heard that the duty-free in Vancouver has Wild Turkey 12. We'll just spend that money buying Greg a ticket to go to Vancouver to buy that bottle.
You know, Vancouver is like south of Seattle, right? It's in.
What
It
the
is.
fuck are you talking about, man?
Well, there is a Vancouver, Washington. That's true. I actually stayed in Vancouver, Washington once. That took me a second. But yeah, so that's my dream for Patreon, is just to make enough money that we can spend it each month doing something really freaking dumb with it. You know?
And we live stream from crazy places.
Or if we make like $1,000 or $1,500
That'd be
at some
crazy.
point, hey, I heard bourbon is big in Japan. We'll buy you a ticket and you go to Japan just for a day.
Oh, come on, I'm doing all the muling.
I'm just saying, you know.
It's not a verb that I'm comfortable with.
So if you want to see us behave wildly irresponsible with money,
Wow.
just send some, and we'll spend it very irresponsibly.
So what's okay? Let's wrap on this conversation.
Okay, so
Sugar-
my cousin had a cat scratch, and it was no joke.
And,
love this.
and then Sugar Kitty made a reference to something about NEPA, and I don't know what NEPA is.
Oh, is Katie Turk here? Oh, there's Katie. What's up, Katie? Doing a little lurking since my phone is about to die.
Hello.
So go check out Drifting Drams, and we've got a couple samples from them that I'm super excited to get into. This Jack Daniel's twice-barreled American single malt.
Why aren't we doing that? Well, we
Because-
got too much tonight. Not tonight.
Because we've had so many good samples
Oh.
from a few different people. Like 3 different people have sent like really good samples, and we don't want to just keep doing allocated stuff.
Well,
day after day after day after
But
day.
we don't
You
want to
gotta
let
mix
the
that
fans
stuff in.
down too. I mean, so
Oh God, that sounds so gross. Fans. Let's go with friends.
friends, yeah.
Buffalo Trace bottles makes for a good lamp base. I have a Buffalo Trace lamp actually functional in the next room.
He does.
Yeah, for sure. Shadelessly experimental bourbon lamp. Bourbon School, Lauren. I was saying earlier from I think they were okay. They were talking poking out there. Okay, so they were talking about America-shaped bourbon and bourbon-shaped America. WhiskeyAdvocate.com.
.com.
Hold on a second.
Sorry, loud noises.
Yeah, I had no idea my phone was still on. I'm a terrible person. Okay, so America-shaped bourbon and bourbon-shaped America. WhiskeyAdvocate.com. I stole the phrase, but I gave it credit. All right. We have gone probably long enough on this live stream, so we're going to wrap it up. So thank you to everybody who dropped in here. Biking Bourbon, your channel is new to us, but I'm definitely going to hop on and check out your channel right now. Usually, you're just going to get 3 subs out of this because Greg will subscribe, I'll subscribe, and the Bourbon Note will subscribe. So
Totally.
3 subs coming your way, Biking
And
Bourbon.
you got
Thank you for
Sugar
joining the
Kitty
chat.
and Lauren and Ryan Frank and Bobby and Sean and
all
so many
kinds of
people in
people.
the chat.
All the kind of reliable folks showed up to support the live stream tonight, and that's awesome. We really, truly appreciate you guys coming out here. Because honestly, if we're just sitting here and there's nobody in the chat, we could just treat it like a normal video and then just do our thing.
We're at a bar drinking bourbon.
Yeah. But to be perfectly honest, it really makes it so much better when there's a bunch of people in here interacting and stuff like that. So thank you guys for that. And also look forward to, I think we have it confirmed,
It's
Brian
confirmed.
and Lauren, we're going to hold you to this next week, Whiskey Trivia Night in America, teacher versus teacher. Classes in session. It's going to be Whiskey Trivia Night in America.
He worked hard on that tagline.
You just said hard on.
That's what
That
she
escalated
said.
quickly.
All right. I'm hitting multiple buttons at the same
That's
time.
what she said.
It's time.
So, all right. Well, hey, thank you guys very, very
Hey,
much.
Bobby, live tomorrow.
Okay, cheers, guys. Great show. Glad I caught the last part of it. Sugar Kitty says, everyone knows Biking Bourbon. Well, I'm about to know Biking Bourbon. I'm going to check it out tonight for sure.
Totally, yeah.
And then Bobby says, I'll be live tomorrow at 4:35 Pacific Standard Time. So go check out Bad Axe Bourbon. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out his live screen. And then he's going to be on with Jill from Mediocre Whiskey Reviews apparently at some point. So look out for that
April
video from
13th.
Bobby. So
April 13th.
all right, sounds good. Hey, thanks a lot, everybody. Cheers. Have a great night.
Until next time. See you next time.